Grace and peace. Welcome to another discussion. This is Joy. I hope that you are all doing well and continuing to take good care of yourselves. Today I wanted to talk to you about why narcissists need you to doubt yourself. Yes, it's absolutely a necessity to them that you doubt yourself, and this is why they work so hard at creating an environment that causes you to do just this. You see, the truth of the matter is, and we must always keep the truth. Narcissists know that they are the weakest link. They know this, and they cannot stand that fact. And so they work diligently to make things otherwise. But the truth will always stand. They will always and forever be the weakest link. I don't care how bad they present themselves to be. And when I say bad, I mean tough and in charge and superior. No, it is all a lie. Remember, everything about them is an illusion. They lack the ability to self-reflect. They have not an ounce of self-love. They have no self-worth or even any self-esteem. That's part of the reasons why they are the weakest link. And they are drawn to you for those very reasons, that you can self-reflect, that you do have a level of self-love, that you have self-worth and self-esteem. And even though sometimes our self-love or self-esteem may not necessarily be where it needs to be, but we can always get it where it should be. They can't. And so it's kind of like they're drawn to you for this reason. And you know the saying, a moth to the flame? Well, the moth is in the darkness and you are the light. The narcissist is the darkness, the moth. And they know that insults can have a lasting effect. And so they begin to degrade you with words. They know that, depending on who you are, the words will either just roll off or they'll affect you. So they amp up these insults and dig deeper into their toolbox of verbal assault. And they employ gaslighting, triangulation, projection, smear campaigns. They add on the flying monkeys, and they get you to walk on eggshells. They get you sleep deprived. Do I need to carry on? I mean, they dive into their toolbox, like we said, so that they can amp up ways to get you to doubt yourself, so that you don't trust yourself, so that you start to second guess yourself. And this is also that you can become a prime target simply to be shifted to another level of diabolical abuse. Have you ever noticed with narcissists, the people that they walk over the most, the people that they abuse the most, really started off as some of the strongest people that you ever knew? And it may not seem that way, because by the time you see this person, and maybe you are that person, you feel so run down by this abuser. Let's keep things in perspective. Narcissists are abusers. They are predatory in nature. They are always, just like their father, prowling around looking for who they might devour. They absolutely want you to doubt yourself, and they need you to dwell in anxiety and insecurity and a lack of confidence, because with them, they have that black or white thinking that will tell them that if you're anxious, insecure, and you lack confidence, they're the opposite of those things. They feel like they are self-aware, they are strong, and they know who they are. But that's just not how this works. They work to alter your perception of yourself. They don't want you to ever come into the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are is really clear, and it's plain in black and white. According to Genesis 1:26, you are created in the image and likeness of God. That means that you are a powerful and a creative being. And so it's no wonder that you are able to do so many amazing things, because guess what? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And you lean in on this, something that the narcissist will never do. But it's your truth, and they work hard to destroy it. It's your truth that they don't want you to see. It's the hope that your purpose and your destiny never collide, that you never come into the realization of who you are. They do not want you to lay hold onto the promise that God has for your life. And you need to remember that you are a chosen generation. You are a royal priesthood. You are a holy nation. You are a peculiar people. And the fact of the matter is, you have already been called out of the darkness into his marvelous light. That is your truth. They want to cause a shift in the dynamics. They want to attempt to do a power grab in your mind, your emotions, and your will. Knowing this will alter your ability to show up in your everyday life and keep you stuck and indoctrinated in the narcissistic harem, which is their ultimate goal. And it doesn't just start like when you meet the narcissist. This goes back over 2,000 years ago. The enmity goes back to the garden. Back in Genesis, the serpent deceives Eve successfully. And essentially, by doing this, the serpent thoughts. Remember that. The serpent thought that he had a one-up on God. However, this is why Genesis 3:15 is so important, because the power shift actually takes place there, where God steps in and he sets things back into order, into the correct perspective. The serpent thought that he had power. The narcissist thought that they had power over you and over your life, over your destiny, over the way you choose to think, move, and be. They thought that they had power over you. Depression thinks that it has power over you. Loneliness thinks that it has power over you. Low self-esteem thinks that it has power over you. None of this at all should be a surprise to us. You see, because John 10:10 tells us that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But here's the great thing. Christ came to put death to death. And so ultimately, you are going to be okay. The goal is to cause you to become a double-sided man, that you would be unstable in all of your ways. Because when you doubt yourself, you don't see who you truly are. You don't know that you are this powerful creative being, as stated in 1 Genesis 26. It says that, they want you to doubt every single thing, ultimately, that God ever told you about yourself. They want you to doubt every word that God has ever spoken into your life, or anything that he has revealed to you. Because if you can doubt that, then you yourself no longer live in expectation of what God said is. And when you don't live in expectation of anything good or anything great potentially coming your way, you have nothing that excites you. You begin to lose passion in life. You can fall in line with what they want. They want to erase your identity so that you can become and always remain a puppet in the narcissistic harem. It is essential for narcissists to have multiple sources of supply, multiple people in their harem, so that they can use them for whatever they need at the drop of a dime. But here's the thing, you are not a puppet on a string, not now, and you never will be, because you are a child of God. And so, my friends, one of the things that I really want to stress to you is that you have power over all of this, and getting information and getting information, should I say, and believing in it and continuing to trust yourself through the process. Sometimes, you feel like you doubt yourself because of everything that you encountered, but do not doubt yourself. Continue to put one foot in front of the other. Continue to walk at the pace of grace. Continue to give yourself some compassion, or extend some compassion to yourself, should I say, and love yourself through the process. Narcissistic abuse is nothing small. I mean, it's insidious. It is, at its core, it's spiritual abuse, because it attacks your highest faculty. And we know that this is where we can truly say we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So you are coming up against evil. You are coming up against spiritual wickedness. principalities, powers of the darkness. And so it's so important that you continuously renew your mind in God's word, but also use the resources that he provides through people. So if you're going to therapy, continue to go to therapy, get the coaching that you need, and trust yourself through the process. Know when something feels off, it's off. Don't doubt yourself. Know that you are enough. You have always been enough, and you will always be enough. So continue to be great to yourself, and thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.